you go play basketball, for like throwing, just anything that really involves upper body. All right, and just shake them out. So now we're gonna move on to your biceps or triceps, I don't know, arm. So if you're not as flexible, just go like this. So you're gonna grab from the elbow and you should be feeling it right here. And just hold back. So just make sure you're holding it for 30 seconds each side, and you should also, again, be feeling it here. And then just roll out your arms. So we're still on arms, but we're gonna stretch a different part of our shoulders. So we're gonna just go down, sitting, and you're just gonna scoot your butt up and slide your hands as far back as they can go. And again, you should be feeling it in your shoulder blades. Right here. Oh yeah, this one hurts. And you're gonna come out slow. Yeah, this one is not one of my favorites either, so it's okay if you don't like this one. All right, so now we're gonna stretch wrists, and a lot of people think wrists aren't really an important thing to stretch, but if anything, they're one of the most important things. Even though they're smaller, you're doing a lot of things with your hands, so you really wanna make sure, even though it's something that you don't think you should stretch, you should absolutely stretch it because it's still a muscle in your body. All right, so I've been loosening my wrists, so now I'm gonna show you the stretch now. So you're just gonna go like this first and lean back. You'll feel it right here. The more deep you go back, the more you're gonna feel it. And then after 30 seconds, you can just reverse it this way. So palms facing up now and just lean back again. All right, so once we did wrist, you could just, shake it out like any other stretch, and we're gonna go into bridges. Now, guys, I know you're guilty of this, and it's okay. This is a really important stretch because it's your back and shoulders, which is one of the most important things in our body. So make sure that when you also do the stretch, shallow breaths, not deep breaths. You want shallow, not light breaths. And don't hold your breath. You're gonna want to, but don't do it. We're gonna hold it for 15 seconds, not 30, to make it a little easier. And you're just gonna go up. Make sure your legs are together and as straight as possible. Just remember, don't hold your breath. And if you want a real challenge, raise your foot. And remember, do both legs. All right, and when you're done, you're just gonna roll it out so that you can go the other way instead of being arched the whole time. So you always wanna do the opposite of what you just did. So if I arched, I'm gonna go hinged. All right, and make sure you're taking little shallow breaths, not deep breaths. You want it shallow, little ones. Next stretch we're gonna do is called the seal stretch. You look like a seal, but you're just gonna push your hips down and try to keep your chest up as much as possible. Try to relax during the stretch so you can get deeper into it. All right, so after we held this for 30 seconds, we're gonna go to child's pose, which is from yoga. And now we're gonna move on to hips. This is one of my favorite ones because a lot of people don't know the stretches to stretch your hip. So you're just gonna go, this is kind of a complicated one, so kind of stick with me for a second. So you're gonna put your foot right out in front and your knee right here. So it should almost be like a 90-degree angle. Yeah, 90 degrees. I was gonna say 45. If you're more flexible, you're gonna move your foot out more than a 90-degree angle. And also move this foot out more and lean towards your hip if you're really flexible. Now, if you're not as flexible, you're gonna come back to the 90-degree angle and also put your foot in more towards your glutes and lean towards your hip. And make sure that you're breathing while you're doing this. Hold for 30 seconds. And after this one, you're gonna go to the other leg. Remember, both sides, all the time. So if you're more flexible, and this is how I do it, I'm really flexible in my hips. So I'm going to push my foot out more towards this way and push this one out more, like that. And then you'll automatically feel it right in your hip bone. It should literally be that bone right there. This one is my favorite one. And just remember, little breaths, and relax. All right, so now that we've held that for 30 seconds, we're gonna come to the front. And this is called the butterfly stretch because it looks like a butterfly. This is one of my favorite ones. So you're just gonna push down on your hips like this with your elbows and just kind of hold it for 30 seconds. Push as far down as you can. If you want to push with your elbows, if you want to push with your hands. Elbows is easier for me. Just as far as you can go. Alright, so when we are done with butterfly, we're going to go to pike. So we're going to move more towards legs. Alright, and I'm going to go to the side so you can see a better shot of it. And this is what it should look like. Really aimed for getting closer to your legs. So the closer you are, the better. You're going to want a tendency to bend your knees, but really, really try to fight that. So make sure you're blocking both legs. It's going to give you a lot more of a stretch. Alright, so we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. And then after that, we're going to go like opposite way. So you're going to flex your feet, and this is going to give you a stretch in your calves. So try to pull them as far off the ground as you can. This is a really important one, especially when you get cramps in your legs. This is going to give you a nice stretch in your calves to help your cramps a lot. So now that we're done with our calf stretch, we're going to go towards more quads. So this is called a runner stretch, and it's a lunge. So you're going to try to push your hips down as much as possible. Now I'm going to show you the right way to do it and the wrong way to do it. A lot of people like to go like this and scoot their foot all the way back. That's not going to really do much. So you want to put your foot right here. You don't want your knee to pass your ankle. So you want to push your hips down as much as possible. So now that we're done with the lunge, we're going to go to splits. So main thing we're looking for here is keeping this back leg down. Don't face it this way, you want to face it down towards the ground. Also make sure you're focusing on squaring your hips as much as possible. If you're like this, it's most likely not right. So you want to square your hip to your front leg, pointed toes, and just hold this for about 30 seconds. Alright, so if you're having trouble holding this and you're not all the way down, you're gonna use a mat to help you kind of sustain yourself, and you're gonna put it under. So let's say you're up here and you're kind of, having a really hard time. You're just gonna kind of get more support and bring something under you like a pillow so it's easier to fall into it. All right, so now that we've held that one, remember we're gonna switch to the other leg. So same exact thing, just on the other side. So one of the reasons why you wanna face towards the front is because if you're doing it wrong, you're not gonna really benefit your stretching. You wanna make sure you're doing it right so that you can actually feel the stretch, not just kind of be sitting in there. So if you're really flexible, you're gonna do this. So if you wanna increase your range of flexibility, you could get a pillow, or you could get your brother, or just a block or something, and just stack it so you can feel the stretch more. Or you could do this. So just like the front leg, I'm doing it with the back leg. Instead of feeling in the hamstring, I'm gonna feel it in the quad. But if you really, really want a challenge, do this. Okay, breathe. The main thing. And if you have trouble with it, have someone help you. Wow, that was rough. So now I'm gonna have a little sip of water because it's good for you. Now you should probably take a break and get a sip of water too, just so you can refresh your muscles. This is gonna stretch your groin and mainly hips. So you're just, now if you're less flexible, you're gonna move back and it's kind of gonna be a V. If you're more flexible, you're gonna move a little bit forward and try to get your legs as much out as you can. All right, so we're gonna do this for 15 seconds. Now, if you want more of a rib, the side of your rib stretch, you're gonna go like this. And this is gonna really stretch your ribs. Okay, now we're gonna do the other side. And again, if you want, just do this to stretch your ribs. For those of you who are cheerleaders like me, this will really help with your bow stretch. So if you really want a good bow, this will help a lot. And you want to make sure that your knee is straight so that you can practice, good habits, not bad habits. So next stretch we're gonna do is, it's still middle split, but you're gonna go over yourself. Now boys, this is a really good stretch. I know you'll hate it, but it's good for you. So try to do it. Even if you're not all the way down, just do it. So you're gonna go over yourself, and this is gonna give you a lot more of a stretch in your hips and your groin. Okay boys, I'm about to save your life because this is the last hard stretch, and we're gonna just do ankles now. Thank the Lord. So all the hard stuff is over. Now we're just gonna do ankles, and again, ankles is a really, really important thing to stretch because we're standing up all the time, so you don't want to roll your ankle or anything. So we're just gonna roll it out. And again, we're gonna do both sides like always. And if you want to point it for a second or flex it, go ahead and do so. I just like to roll it. All right, great news guys, we're done. I'm going to be making another video coming soon for mainly specifically flyers in cheerleading or, dancers. This one is mainly for just any athlete that wants more ability to, move better or balance, more coordination, just things that will help them with, everything all around. So stretching is really important, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked it. Oh, one more thing, I almost forgot. Make sure you click the subscribe button to watch new videos that are coming out soon. I hope you all liked it, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye! Deuces!